Hello mga ka-GVkers and ka-mailers, and welcome again to my vlog. Today, the Group 5 mailers will elaborate to us the importance of literacy in media and information to a democratic society, so as they will explain to us the opportunities and challenges in media and information. On the other hand, they will give us examples of the power of media and information to affect change. So please check this out.
The number you have dialed has been changed.
We live in a world where change is inevitable, where we hold the power to make a difference, and media further influences our choices. A place where the people have every right to decide the future of what's in store for us, a democratic society. But with all good things come tough challenges, and all great power come great responsibilities. Let's dive right into the opportunities, the challenges, and how we can affect change in our society. Let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is James Nabaga, and now I'll be talking about the importance of literacy in media and information to our democratic society. So, media literacy has increasingly become more important in understanding the democratic process. Politics have been causing more of an effect in mass media, making media literacy more of an important factor in one's life. Without media literacy, people's minds are easily shaped by the constant manipulations of political messages. Thus, media literacy is necessary for people to take positions as citizens. Political campaign advertisements are an example of a manipulation tool used by political figures. These campaign ads mostly contain a negative tone which purposes to catch the viewer's attention, give the candidate a chance to make changes and allegations, and give doubt to potential voters. However, most of what is said is untrue, and it should be seen as improper for a political figure to do. Candidates can do whatever they want in their political campaign ads, since this is considered as free speech, so it will not be censored. And only media literacy can determine this fact. People need to realize that candidates use the media as a tool to reach voters, no matter in what manner. Another reason for citizens should have media literacy is to determine how the media does not release all the political news that needs to be heard. Politicians usually pay for networks or writers to keep the scandals away from their people.
Hi, I'm gonna be talking about the opportunities in media and information. The opportunities intrinsic to social media are plentiful. Some of the potential opportunities include collaboration and connectivity amongst users, access to clinical experts, access to information from a number of different sources, and the ability to disseminate information. The media information can function to strengthen and enrich the connections between citizens and intermediary organizations, including the political parties, social movements, as well as the economy. Information and media literacy enables people to show and make informed judgment as users of information and media, as well as to become skillful creators and producers of information and media messages in their own rights. Media information could have major impacts on the social, political, educational, and economical side of things. That's all from me. Talk about it. Thank you for watching.
Now I will be discussing about the opportunities when it comes to media and information literacy. There can be many different opportunities like media information for social science, because social science is heavily influenced by media and information, and through dissemination it can provide, or rather promote, development of advocacies and pave the way for positive social change. Our second example would be opportunities of media information when it comes to politics, where it has provisions in the law like the Freedom of Information Bill, which mandates the release of public documents to those who require it benefits the media in their access opportunities of media and information when it comes to education, like for us students, because online education is now becoming more popular now that there is a pandemic going on. And with this, people may study in their comforts of their homes with the new modern media and information. That's all.
Now that you have heard the opportunities for media and information from Rain and Patrick, me and David will be explaining the challenges of media and information. So the first type of challenges for media and information is inappropriate advertisement and marketing for children. This challenge basically means that since the advertisement and marketing that children are interested in are about toys, video games, and many more which could keep them entertained, they could eventually end up seeing inappropriate marketings and advertisements such as an 18 plus ad for a movie or a TV series that contains of nudity and gore. And then the second type of challenge for media and information is bullying, because whenever you upload something or comment on a post, you will eventually run into a random person on the internet that will insult you for no reason. They would call you hurtful things such as ugly, dumb, or even call you swear words, which is a very hurtful experience and an inappropriate experience on the internet. So that is all, and the other challenges will be further explained by David.
So you probably heard what Abud has already said about some few challenges that he thinks are a problem or are challenging when it comes to media information. I'll be discussing my challenges or some other challenges. Though this challenge is criticism, because criticism, you cannot avoid criticism when posting certain types of things. You'll always get criticized, whether it's a good thing, a bad thing. Criticism will never leave social media or media in general. As well as plagiarism. Plagiarism, well, if you can't avoid it, a lot of people might not avoid it. So plagiarism is all around the news, all around the internet, the media, social media. They're everywhere, because plagiarism is one of the ways where people can show or like take away or get noticed by copying something that's not theirs, which will also lead to, like what Abud said, bullying and criticism as well. So that's my part, and those are the challenges that I wanted to share with you guys. Thanks.
Guys, it's me again. So now I'll be discussing about the implications of media and information in general. So in general, it could be the behavior, how it will affect them, the belief system, the emotional effects, and so on. As we all know, media is very, like I said in the previous clip, powerful. It will change how they would behave, how they would react to some things, and things such are these are the common reactions, shall we say. These can be very common when it comes to media, and we shouldn't really be I'm surprised if there are like some reactions that are unfavorable towards people. We have to be careful on what we publish, we have to be careful on what we say, and we have to be very careful on even what we write or what we print and so on. So that's it now for my part. Thank you.
Media information has the power to affect change throughout the world. It gives us a better response and a voice for the people. Let's say from Facebook Safety Strip, which allows users in disaster zones to mark themselves safe. We've seen many examples of how social media and digital communication more broadly are helping people respond to disasters. The media and information can function to strengthen and enrich connections between citizens and intermediary organizations, including political parties, social movements, as well as the economy. It creates a spread of new freedom and extend the frontiers of freedom that the public authorities have often attempted to control. such as religious memes, gender, ethnicity, sexual memes, based on social and cultural identities. It creates an educational standpoint wherein students and young people have the power to access various types of information throughout the world. In a social standpoint, in today's world, media became an essential part in our daily lives. Media today is playing an astounding role in creating and shaping the public opinion and strengthening society. Media is the sword arm of democracy. Media acts as a watchdog to protect public interest against malpractice and create public awareness. Media information has the power to disseminate information throughout the world, and with it we can utilize this to help disseminate and share it even more.
Hey guys, so today I will be citing examples of the power of media and information to affect change. One of the example is the news that we see in different kinds of media platforms, opinions of other people, the news, and many more. These kinds of things affect change on the way people's thinking, just like on who they should believe, what opinions they should listen to. So that thing can affect change. Thank you guys.
Hi, I'm going to be citing an example of an issue showing or regarding the power of media and information to affect changes. Through the power of media and information to undoubtedly affect changes in other people's lives, people could take advantage and abuse their authority. There are people who are victimized by scammers, bullies, and etc. Media also has bias towards certain types of topics. You have the power to manipulate, thus making viewers to believe on the information they insinuate. This could be detrimental since people would be provided with the wrong information. Media has two sides, the positive and the negative. It can help us, but it has the capability to destroy us. But it all depends on us. If we let them continue to do those negative things, we are only letting them play our lives. But if we become vigilant, we could truly avoid or stop those things. That's all for my blog. Thank you for watching.
So, another example showing how the power of media and information can affect change is the healthcare and the public health. Social media has been responsible for relevant changes in both personal and community health, especially by making it easier for the large numbers of people to easily and rapidly share the information they get.
A responsible user and competent producer of media information should have these characteristics. Having general knowledge. General knowledge is needed of different topics to permit one to be more confident in whatever he or she is releasing to the public. They know that the information is correct and prepares them for any dispute that could arise. The ability to write. The ability to write has to do more with the success of information distribution. Any faults in writing may cause your potential readers to lose interest and move to the next article. The ability to hold your reader's attention is very important if you want to get your point across, and this is where writing skills play an important factor. Professionalism. Professionalism covers many grounds, and it includes objectivity and ethics. Being a professional means you are doing what is expected of you in case as a provider of correct information. This can only be achieved by maintaining objectivity, which is easier and said than done, since we are all prone to taking a side. This is why we need a firm grip on our values when it comes to information dissemination. And this is where ethics play a large part in whether what is released to the public, whether it is truth, half-truths, or lies. Information today comes from everywhere. It is driven from advertising, which can blur the truth in many cases. It is up to the users and receivers of information to arm themselves with knowledge to verify what is true or not out there.
Hi guys, so today I will be describing responsible users and competent producers of media and information. So the characteristic of competent producers It describes how communication is affected by media and information, and it identifies similarities and differences of media literacy and technology. So, the next is the responsible users. So now I will be describing what should a responsible user should do. So responsible users should not post anything that contain false news or issue. Responsible users should verify first if the news is true or not. So they should not bash or fight anyone else online. So that is the most common things you should do if you are a responsible user. So that's it, guys.
Hey guys, good evening. So for my part of the vlog, I'll be discussing and give an example on how the power of media and information can affect the change on people or their thoughts. They can change people's perspective and how they view things and so on. So an example that I could give is probably the press. The press is probably one of the best examples that I could give. We all know how powerful the press are. We all know how influential they can be to the people or to the audience, as we call it. And we all know that the press can either give positive or negative feedbacks when it comes to something. And with this influence that they have, this power that they have, they can cause people either to love or to hate some certain type of things. So not only that they're powerful and influential at the same time, they even have what do you call this, like a free pass on news. Like they even have passes on the things that are going on. They have access. That's it for this part, and I'll see you on the next.
So for my topic, I'll be talking about the overall implication of media and information to an individual like me and the society as a whole. So how does it affect me as an individual? Media and information helps every individual to cope up with the world, since media and information is part of our daily lives and culture. So how does it help me, like, as a person? Especially for me right now as a teenager, it helps me develop awareness to my surroundings, because not everything we hear, read, and see is true. That's why we have media and information, because it gives us a second opinion of what we need to know. And it also helps me develop different kinds of social skills, because like what I said, we are teenagers, or I am a teenager, and we are young adults. And with media and information, it helps us to cope up with the society, and these social skills helps us not only mentally but somehow also physically, the way we approach things as a living embodiment of how to endure this. So yeah, that's my part, and thank you.
Hello again. So, the overall implications of media and information to a professional and the society as a whole is that media can help professionals in many ways in order to become, professionals. Like some examples are, if they want to improve their public speaking skills, they can do so by videoing themselves speaking and reading through scripts as practice. And then the next one is, if they want to improve their teamwork skills, they can do so by discussing with their teammates or groups via group chat, texting, voice chat, or video chat through Messenger or WhatsApp in order to have it as a practice. And then lastly is, if they want to improve their leadership skills, they can do so by preparing a PowerPoint presentation of their plans, as well as planning meetings and many more. So these are the overall implications of media and information to a professional.
Now I'll be talking about the overall implication of media and information to one individual in terms of education. So in today's world of connected learning, the impact of media on education is becoming a driving factor, and many educators see media as a determinant to learning. Collaboration is growing into a permanent and useful technology. This is great for students which rely on successful collaboration, like now because of a global pandemic which shut down many face-to-face interactions. For example, video presentation platforms such as Zoom, Skype, Google Meet have allowed instructions to be delivered across great distances. The adoption of media in everyday life is one of the driving forces behind these changing expectations. The impact of these technologies on education can be considered positive, but also have some negative consequences. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of media on students? So advantages are this increase student collaboration between one another. This improves participation between the students. This will give certain content with rich resources and this will be very useful for team projects. Although the disadvantages are the students' distraction can become an issue in terms of learning, lack of control for inappropriate content, and the reliance on the internet for all contact between one another.
There you go, mga ka-GVkers and ka-mailers. You heard the different point of views of the G5 mailers. And if you want also to share your thoughts and opinions, please comment down below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for you to be updated for my new videos. And at the same time, don't forget to subscribe, because as I usually say, subscribe now, laugh, and learn later. Once again, ito po ang inyong gurong vlogger ng Kuwait, nagsasabing God bless you all and always keep safe. Bye!